Is the promise of a luxurious escape at Resort LABRANDA all it's cracked up to be? Will this be a holiday to remember, filled with sun-drenched relaxation and endless cocktails? Or will it be a comedy of errors best left forgotten? Stick around to the very end to find out. We'll be your intrepid explorers venturing into the heart of this resort, uncovering its secrets and revealing whether it truly lives up to the hype. But before we embark on this grand adventure, be sure to subscribe to our channel and give this video a thumbs up for more travel tales and honest reviews. Resort LABRANDA. A name whispered in hushed tones by some, shouted in exasperation by others. But which is it to be? Paradise found or a holiday horror story? Let's begin with the positives, shall we? Imagine, if you will, waking to the gentle caress of the sun, the sound of waves lapping at the shore, a gentle breeze rustling through palm trees. This, my friends, is the seductive promise of LABRANDA, and I must confess, on a good day, it delivers. The pools sparkle invitingly, the staff for the most part are friendly and accommodating, and the cocktails, oh the cocktails, are truly a thing of beauty. But just as every rose has its thorn, every tropical paradise has its quirks. The Wi-Fi, much like the local wildlife, can be elusive, often disappearing for hours on end. And speaking of wildlife, be prepared for some unexpected encounters, particularly with the local bird population, who seem to have a penchant for stealing unattended pastries. But let's be honest, it wouldn't be a true adventure without a few unexpected twists, would it? Now, let's talk lodgings, shall we? Resort LABRANDA offers a veritable menagerie of rooms, each with its own unique charm. For those seeking the ultimate indulgence, the presidential suite beckons with its sprawling terrace, private pool, and a view that stretches to the horizon. But be warned, luxury comes at a price, and you might need to remortgage your house to afford a week in this opulent oasis. For us, mere mortals, there are the standard rooms which, while not exactly palatial, are perfectly comfortable. They offer all the essentials: a bed, a bathroom and a balcony from which to enjoy your morning coffee, or perhaps fend off a curious pigeon or two. And yes, I speak from experience. If you're traveling with a family, the family suites are a good bet, offering ample space for parents and offspring alike. Just be prepared to draw straws for who gets the sofa bed. Oh, and a word to the wise: if you value your sanity, request a room away from the elevator. Trust me on this one. Now, where were we? Yes, the lay of the land. Resort LABRANDA, you see, is strategically positioned, or some might say cunningly concealed, a short, well, relatively short drive from the airport. This, of course, is a blessing and a curse. On the one hand, you're spared the endless hours of transfer purgatory that often accompany a sun-soaked getaway. On the other hand, venturing beyond the resort's manicured grounds can feel like embarking on an expedition into the unknown. Fear not, intrepid traveller, for I am here to guide you. The resort, you see, is a mere stone's throw from the charming, albeit somewhat sleepy town of Townland. Here you'll find a smattering of local shops selling everything from souvenirs to spices, as well as a handful of restaurants serving up local delicacies. Just be sure to brush up on your haggling skills, as the locals are known for their, shall we say, persuasive sales techniques. Let's talk food, shall we? Because let's face it, a holiday isn't a holiday without a little indulgence. Resort LABRANDA boasts a veritable smorgasbord of dining options, from all-you-can-eat buffets to a la carte restaurants, serving up everything from local delicacies to international fare. The breakfast buffet is a sight to behold. A magnificent spread of pastries, fruits, cheeses, and enough bacon to satisfy even the most discerning carnivore. Lunch and dinner are a slightly more refined affair, with a focus on fresh, locally sourced ingredients. The seafood in particular is excellent, although I would approach the paella with a degree of caution. Let's just say my own encounter with this Spanish classic was an experience I'd rather forget. For those seeking a more casual dining experience, there are several bars and cafes dotted around the resort. The pool bar, in particular, is a popular spot for a lunchtime snack or an afternoon cocktail. Just be prepared to queue, as it seems everyone else has the same idea. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, or rather the dent in your wallet. Resort LABRANDA, as with most things in life, comes at a price. But is it worth it? Well, that, my friends, depends entirely on your perspective. If you're looking for a budget-friendly getaway, this is probably not the place for you. However, if you're willing to splash out a little or perhaps a lot on a truly memorable experience, then LABRANDA has the potential to deliver. The key, as with any holiday, is to do your research, compare prices, and decide what's important to you. Now let's venture beyond the confines of our luxurious, or perhaps not so luxurious, depending on your perspective, resort and explore the hidden gems of the city. City name, you see, is a city of contrasts, a melting pot of cultures, a tapestry of ancient history and modern vibrancy. Here you'll find towering skyscrapers jostling for space with ancient ruins, bustling markets overflowing with exotic wares, and tranquil parks offering a welcome respite from the urban chaos. A good place to start your exploration is the landmark, a description. From here you can wander through the narrow, winding streets of the old town, soaking up the atmosphere and perhaps picking up a souvenir or two. If history is your thing, a visit to the museum is a must. Here you can delve into the city's rich past and discover the stories behind the stones. Okay, Gen Z, listen up. We know you're all about that hash travel life, but your bank account might be crying a little. Fear not, young adventurers, for this city is totally doable without breaking the bank. First things first, ditch the fancy restaurants and hit up the street food stalls. Trust me, your taste buds and your wallet will thank you. Think sizzling kebabs, fragrant curries and mountains of noodles, all for the price of a cup of coffee back home. Next up, transportation. Forget taxis, embrace the local bus system. It's a wild ride, but hey, it's all part of the adventure, right? Plus, it's a great way to meet the locals and practice your non-existent language skills. And when it comes to activities, forget the pricey tourist traps. Some of the best things in life are free, like strolling through the park, people watching in the main square, or catching a free concert in the park. Now let's be real for a second. LABRANDA might be a vibe, but it's not the only game in town. If you're looking for something a little different, a little more you, then listen up. First up, we have hotel name. This place is all about describe, perfect for those who reason. Think overall vibe. Then there's hotel name, a hidden gem tucked away in location. It's got a vibe thing going on, ideal for type of traveler. Imagine, describe the experience. And for those who like to be in the heart of the action, check out hotel name. It's located right in location, so you'll be just steps away from things to do. So, there you have it, our unfiltered, slightly chaotic and hopefully entertaining journey through the wonderful, weird and occasionally frustrating world of Resort LABRANDA. Is it a perfect paradise? Well, no, but then again, what is? It has its flaws, sure, but it also has its charms. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to book that ticket, pack that suitcase and brave the pigeons is entirely up to you. But before you make your decision, we urge you to visit our website, verifygent.com, for a detailed breakdown of everything LABRANDA has to offer. We've got reviews, photos, and even some insider tips to help you make the most of your stay. You'll find the link in the pinned comments and description below, so what are you waiting for? Click that link and let's continue this adventure together.